as you all know, I'm Jean. For my Stackathon project, decided to do something related to my interest in social justice. So I'm a big believer in pay transparency as a means to pay equity. So the basic idea is a website similar to Glassdoor's salary feature, where you can type in a job title and then get back like a salary range for that job in your area, where you could put in your job title and get back a salary range and an average salary, but also filter based on race and gender, so that you can see if there's any pay inequity or if there are any trends based on either of those factors. So when you create an account, you just provide your zip code and race and gender as well as your name. And then I'll just log in as myself. The first time you log in after creating an account, it'll direct you to the page where you can add a salary. But since I've logged in before and inputted various salaries, it just takes me to the page to search for jobs. So if I put in junior developer, for instance, so here it just tells you, I guess it's not very big. How's that? So here, it gives a salary range, average salary, how many salaries it's basing those figures off of, and I guess it's not super visible on the screen, but so the bar starts over here. That would be like 0. This is the max salary, so that in this case would be 90,000. Then it keeps going over here, just adding 20%, so you can see the visualization. And then if I filter, so if I just set raise to white, all that just happened was that the average moved a little bit. So if I filter back, you can see that. And then if I filter, by gender, this is just dummy data that I put in for the sake of this. But in theory, it'd be cool if, when this is more built out, I could send it out to, I was thinking just to start it off with like the tech community and just have tech-related jobs. And so it'd be cool if like a bunch of developers and other tech-related people in the Chicago area could put in their data, and then we could actually see some trends. The salary data are all decoupled from user accounts, so it's not at all like in the database. You can see it just has the salary data. The year would be like the year that salary, the year of that salary, so you can put in back data for previous jobs you've had. And then in theory, it would be a few things that I'd love to add are, one, when you start typing a job title, to have it like autofill if there are other job titles that begin with those letters, so that we don't have a lot of unnecessarily like duplicate job titles in the database. And another cool thing would be other forms of data visualizations that are separate from this. Or it'd be cool if you could see all of the different graphs sort of in one view for all the different factors, like for people of color versus white people, or men versus women. What else? Oh, another thing I wanted to try out with this particular app was using Firebase as the backend. I'd used Firebase as the backend for a mobile app, but I'd never done it for a web app. So I didn't use any Express or SQLize. It's just all Firebase. And I also deployed it on Firebase, so you can see this is the URL, and I can send it out to you guys. It was actually like surprisingly easy to deploy with Firebase, so it's definitely something I'd recommend trying out if you're at all interested in that. Let me think if there's anything else. Yeah, I think that's it. Any questions?